Alright, I think we should be sorted. Regarding the scares and the water, had a sip of water, had scary slow lap time, and I think I'm good now. Actually, just in time for quali. And yeah, hello Hyperdrives, hello Alex. This will be fun. And for those who have driven Lime Rock before, this is finally a car where you can easily do this hairpin here without needing for reverse or to induce some stupid rear slide. So yeah, like, I thought like speaking of BOP between cars, there are some heavy and powerful cars, there are some lighter and weaker cars. My Pontiac is more on the weaker and lighter side, so I thought that maybe it could be relatively good for Lime Rock. Although, without all the chicanes, I don't know if that's better to have less weight or worse. Quite some part of the lap is flat out. But I mean, we are only going to 20 max. Interesting to see, Alex. And the tire is supposedly slower, right? About Lime Rock, especially this one without the chicanes, is that it has basically 4 corners or maybe 5 corners, and you can learn it so fast. Well, at least learn the track, but then how the car handles it, it's a different story, and it's not easy to drive this car around here. Also, I saw that eventually Manuel got the race ban, so everything actually going according to the worst case scenario. No, I mean the plan to... what am I talking? We all have drives, like you have your drive, I have my reserve, so all is good. Classic. It reminds me of a certain FSR-WC race where I got a verdict of a penalty 20 minutes before qualifying or so, and the verdict was back of grid. So I spent a couple of days preparing for quali, and then just before race I learned that I am not doing quali. And there was not even enough time to file an appeal. Because, well, if appeal was filed, then I could do quali. But, well, it's a bit silly in league racing to have such moments. For big esports, it's reasonable. But well, speaking of Manuel, it was not reasonable for him to keep sending people off track. Ah, there is nobody to do the... yeah, because Court of Appeal does not really exist, so... Anyway, Alex, next year FSR will be more according to the grand plan, I think. Let's see. The grand plan of eventually making FSR the... well, make FSR great again. That's a PB! Yoo-hoo! Not enough fuel for another lap, but I think I'll coast around and practice the pit entry. No, like it's... there is nothing yet, but potentially there is something. But let's see. Yearly president... not sure about that. So here is our pit entry. You upshift to 4th, you slide a bit, and then brake heavily. And hope you crash with nobody. Good old American times. I don't know how the layout of the pits was actually in the 70s and so on. So how do we have the grid? You can speak lap times here, it's very safe chat. I don't know how to do this. Pit exit reminds me of LNVS Sebring when I exited the garage. There is no way to exit the garage without crashing into upcoming traffic. There is any. And there was a Mercedes. I crashed into him and got a drive-through penalty in the middle of LNVS quali. I hope that's the last time somebody got penalized in sim racing or something like that. Also serving a drive-through during quali was something else. I hope the audio is fine. Yesterday I had to switch, like adjust the mic and the in-game sounds a little bit for Le Mans Ultimate. I hope everything is good for these cars here. If not, let me know and I adjust the volumes. According to OBS, it should be all perfect. I'm in the busiest place on track. Description still... oh no. Wait, I need to fix that. That's game breaking. Where do we have the description? Edit 4 out of 7 safe. I hope the evening is saved now. It's gonna be tricky to find an empty space on track. Good to see Mr. McGregor on pace. That means that the setup that I sent him is working. Hello Joao, welcome. Alright, let's get a little bit of space. Nice esports flick, but exit was very bad. Not enough for P1. How can I make it I have already the C. I can just add the M. Well, the C, it's not C, right? C and S. Same letter to me. Now Jake is coming with the important questions. I think eventually we will get the lap time. Where David? Yeah, that's a good question. It's a tricky and slightly painful. Would love to have him driving here, but we fielded 2 cars for the 2 drivers of Rafa Esports team, and that's Jesper and I, and Jesper has a different clash every time, so we are taking different guys within the group to race. Luckily, all of them are fast. What am I doing there? I need to use that compression, like floor it into that compression and use the grip. Just losing a lot of time there. That would be something else. Finally, Rafa number 17 car on pole, but without me in the car. Come on. Ah. Ow. Pain. I was getting too tense at some point. Slightly unfortunate pit entry position, although doesn't matter anyway, right? Because there is no pit limiter. Gardiner P1. That's I think how's it called? Southpaw Racer. His YouTube channel name. He's going quite well. I think he's driving the what's it called? Barracuda. I thought that car is like the heaviest and the strongest, so I'm wondering how is it doing that well around here. Actually, if you have a heavy car, you will have kind of more grip and more traction. So maybe that's how it works. I just keep sliding around. I cannot detach rear RB more than it's already detached. Oh, that was great. That was not great. But good enough for P1. Well, I don't know how to put it mildly, but like I normally hate this track. With this car it's kind of enjoyable in some aspect. And I hope we can have like actually a good race with overtakes that are possible to do. That last corner is quite tricky, but at least there is no dirty air with these cars. The race is gonna be 99, I think. Like it's 100 laps, but first lap is formation. like manual formation. Gardiner got me again. Wow, he's flying. I clipped the curb. And I missed the curb. And I'm into the grass. Wow. I lost the count of how many times I rotated the wheel rim, and it was 360 around. RIP. The lap times are getting better and better. I mean, real road is evolving. And actually quite quickly because it's a short track. But the more I praise these old cars and RF2 model to be like very good for historic content, the more we are still running into the same old issue. The dilemma whether one should turn just a little bit and let the car to gently start rotating, or to turn in a lot and really lean on the front to use that little bit extra front grip, but kill the rear rotation. Just that the question of that is not at 5 degrees slip angle, but at 15. And I suppose it's viable that back in the days they had this same dilemma in real life. I think these tires actually need to be kind of a little bit up to temp somehow. I did have a rave party and decided to just turn off the slip lights. No, don't park on the apex. Oi, oi, oi. How am I still improving? Nah, the tires are melting. Let's take a little bit less fuel. What is it? 6 for 2 attempts. 1 click more. Wait, what car is this? I keep mixing them together. This is Barracuda, both P1 and P2. Plymouth. I'm missing Devin Brown. Too busy with LMU. I must have messed up last corner on my PB quite a lot. P1. Ah, yeah. Wait, where is he from actually? Actually, like from New Zealand. I keep forgetting about such things. Australia, East Coast, okay. I wanted to go a bit slower, but if I let the guy behind through, I'm getting stuck in a big queue. And this compression is OP. Just floor into it. Ah, what am I doing? It's understeering and then I turn in as I give up. Like I turn in even more. And actually at that point it turns even more. I don't know. Well, still P1. I need a little bit of a break actually. And if I keep hot lapping for the whole hour, then 100 laps of race after that will be quite a lot. Wait, how long is that actually? Well, I guess just below 100 minutes. Hour and a half. Double check the strategy. .68. Hope I can... How much can I save fuel? Full push is like 2 whole stints. Let's say I want to go to lap 60. 1 point. That's gonna be quite difficult to save. So what I'm fearing here is that it's gonna be very difficult to overtake. Ross is going a little bit too sideways. And if it's difficult to overtake, then some cars might just not switch the tires. And then defend like crazy till the end. Maybe I prefer to be one of those guys who do that. But I have to say the quali session is way too long for such a short track. They should have shortened it a little bit. Or maybe I shouldn't start practicing before the quali session begins. Because now I feel the urge to do some setup clicks. But I don't want to try hard that much. I'm actually going to check second gear instead of third. Well, Delta was quite happy actually. But there is traffic ahead. I guess eventually all that matters is if the car is rotating well enough. I'm going into the wall. Not enough rear slip before flooring it. Oh dear. I'm actually quite scared of that dip before the last corner. If there is a car sideways, like crashed in there, there is no way to see him or to avoid him. And that's how Jesper DNF'd from round 1. Crashing into a car behind a dip. wondering if it's actually beneficial to hook those big curbs like that ever. If it's ever gonna be so, it's gonna be with these cars. And Ross is using them quite a lot. I don't even have a purple S2. Reese is having it lap 20. $227, 28. That's an interesting line. Am I looking at the correct lap? 16.626. That was the purple, okay. Well, I'm on full throttle already here. He was like here on full throttle. He's still gains time. I wanted to check the top speed. Ah, not too bad. Only 1k less. This is getting dangerously close. I can do 140. No, he has faster optimal even. Yeah, turn 1 is the place where my car gains the most, I believe. Can brake later and deeper into that corner. I will be back in a couple of minutes. I still P1? I am. I need to practice pit entry a bit more. And really mandatory to check the position of the box before quali. No, before race and during warm-up. It would be probably good if I can gain like a 10th more. Oh, nice empty track for me. I'll try carrying second gear. I think it's potentially slightly better anyway. Way too sideways. Positive camber on right side. I mean, I don't know how that works in these cars. Actually, why not try? Oh, +4. Let's try +1. Let's see what happens. I never did any esports setups on historic content, to be honest. Just always made it drivable and kind of as low to the ground as possible and so on. But never looked into suspension geometry. Not many people on track. As if everybody was already thinking they have done way too many quali laps already. This corner is now pretty bad. But, I mean, it's 4 right-hand corners and 1 left-hand corner. Not good final corner. be honest, the balance is ultra strange. Like, not that different, but it's... something is really strange. Like when I brake especially. As a front right, just didn't want to do anything now. And rear right is locking up. Yeah, I think I would need more than 12 minutes of a quali session to figure out what's going on there. Yeah, don't look at the temperatures. Like, just divide the tire temps by 2 and you will get what should it actually be. I cannot even say it's a mod issue because some official content like the front-wheel driven BTCC cars have same feature very quickly up to 200 Celsius. Yeah, I need to gain more than a 10th. This man is flying today. A lot of traffic. Ah, should not upshift. I thought I was going to get a nice steady exit and stay on the left and get a really good run through the right kink in third. But I have forgotten that a lot of rotation is coming from the big power on the rear in the second gear at high RPM. It's too loose, the setup a little bit, it just lacks a bit of traction. But it did understeer it to me before, so maybe my brain lacks some traction there. I just saw the delta being nice and green and went for it a bit too hard. It's not easy. The more I drive that jump, the less I know what to do with it. Should have a couple of more attempts. Understeer. I don't think I have that 1/10 and a half in hand. I mean, the optimal sectors combined are fast enough for P1, but it's a bit unrealistic to put them all together. Try cool down the tires a little bit and do another lap, and then a single hot lap on new tires probably. Ah, the tires are not good enough in second lap anymore. Okay, 4. No, cannot go below 6 liters. Might have enough time for another attempt after this. Nah, this is the last attempt, for sure. Alright, full esports. Ay. If I held it on track, maybe I could carry enough speed. Oh, and Bayer got me in the last attempt. Good fun. They are flying. Tremendous job by South Pole Racer. Really, really good. Well, it's not pain if there is no prize pool, right? We are here to have pure fun. And there is a lot more fun from P3 than from P1 if everybody else is off pace. And I was actually quite worried of that because not all, but several of fastest guys who did previous races are missing. There is no Jesper, there is no Devin, Oskar is missing, Franek Godrecki is missing. Well, David did one round, he's not there. Who was there? Well, that's already 5 people who would be like in the top, so. But it's gonna be pretty good race, let's see. Well, first row is Kuda crew, second row Rafa. And another Kuda behind. Interesting that that car works so well around this track. Ooh, jump into briefing.
Oh well, I'll go into the pit lane. That also works. All right. Gentlemen, I think we don't have ladies here today. Let me share my screen quickly. Alright, I think that should be about everyone. Well, I stand corrected. Okay, now I think we have pretty much everyone. Right, guys, welcome to 99 Around the Rock at Lime Rock Park, round 4 of this series. Thank you very much, everyone, for attending, despite that date clash with Le Mans that I absolutely, completely missed to check, since I was mainly focused on not messing up the schedule with other leagues that are in a similar branch here. As usual, we have a manual rolling defined starting area down here. So when the pit entrance shears off, that's the red line. That's where the start can start. I think we have who would you have on pole position? Mr. Gardner. Cuda Crew is going strong this weekend. Excellent. Right, then, Mr. Gardner would have the privilege of starting this race, of course, on the formation lap, usual 60 to 100 kph formation lap speeds. After the right-hand corner, the uphill, so down here, up here, we will go from single file back to double file. Luckily, we don't have too many cars here this time, so that should be relatively simple. It's just 2 corners side by side then. And after that, it's whenever Reese starts the pace after crossing that red line and before the blue line here, start-finish line. Then, next thing, lapping, it's the usual shebang. Lapped cars, just stay on your line, remain predictable. Don't fight back when the others are already alongside, please. We had that again last round, so, just a reminder. Track limits are enforced by the in-game system. The only place where that really is a big thing is, literally the uphill. So it's literally just sorted there. Everything else is just grass, so there shouldn't be a problem there. Orange zones, entirety of lap 1 as usual. So, in-game lap 2. And pit lane for the whole race. Then, the pit lane. Pit lane will not have a speed limit. Pit boxes will be assigned per team. I'm not 100% sure if it will automatically sort you guys into this into the very narrow bit of pits here, since we are relatively few this time. But just in case, I will aim to be finished within the next 2 minutes, so you guys can go out and check out how you guys are going with the pit boxes. For this round, pit entrance is narrower, and of course that chicane at the entrance. So do make it clear that you are pitting in. Be careful with that stuff, and carrying on with a broken car. This entire shebang as well. Consciously carrying on with a severely damaged car and refusing to repair, subject to penalty, and all that stuff. Just be smart about it. It's a narrow track, it's a fast track, it's a short track. Disconnect, of course. You guys can reconnect, but it will not be counting as a sort of quick repair. And of course, at last, the track map. As opposed to usual, we will be starting over to the race session at 20:35 European time. So in about 5.5 minutes. So you guys are all dismissed now. Thank you very much for attending the briefing. Best of luck, and give it hell.
All right. Where is my headlight here? Nice traffic jam. So where is... I will have the last one. We will do a lot of lawn mowing today. And maybe that's slightly unsafe, to be honest. Need to care a bit more. So 3 minutes to race. I wonder if I'm on the inside or on the outside. I hope Paul is on the right. Still not sure whether to use first, second or third gear into turn 1. Third just gives a bit too much understeery push towards the apex, but second gives some rear locking. Cannot do the do grid too early, because the car burns fuel a lot when stationary as well. Anyway. Pole is on the left. That is scary. What did he write? If you can read this, you are eating my dust. Alright, well, we will eat a lot of dust this race. So manual formation lap. Let's set some cheeky pit menu. It's there. Probably a bit less fuel. I have my calculator ready. And let's have some fun. Those tires are like weirdly vibrating. Maybe just the white colors there. Maybe a little bit of lag while he's from Australia, right? So, okay, all ready. Oh no, I think McGregor missed the start. Oh, that's unfortunate. there could be some team play going on there between P1 and P2. That curb is good, I see. Just too far. Yeah, Ross is out. I hope all is good with him. I will need to wait for a mistake behind Bayer. He just has... Oh, okay. The chains. Come on. Can't celebrate too early, he has 40 horsepower more. I guess that's a pass. The Guardian are already pulled 5-second gap. Crazy. Victor, yes, it's 100 lap race. Like an hour and a half. Well, Martin is not going any slower now. I didn't defend because I thought... I was thinking like... I was not setting any PB and he was on my rear, so then... It's better if I'm in the slipstream. But then I realized that... He will... That's the deal when you have two teammates ahead. You can save his fuel behind me and get me after the pit stop, or I can fuel save behind him and get him, but then the P1 is gone. Well, I hope P1 loses the tires. He seems to be pushing quite a lot. It's not like we are not setting good lap times, to be honest. This is not going too great. I don't know what Bayer is doing there. The good line is to stay on the left side and have a nice switchback, not switchback, like slingshot through the right kink. But he loses a lot of speed through there. Such a big understeer on the exits. There is no differential settings with this car though, so... Guardian are still gaining over half a second per lap. It's insane. What a pace. I'm burning front right, no, front left. Needs to slide a bit more, but it just overheats so quickly. It's crazy. What's he doing? They are all teammates or what? How did he stop that car? He's so slow, like in those corners I'm just completely confused. It just seems like he's trying to like literally cost me pace and himself as well. But maybe that's the corner where Pontiac that I have is by far the best, and I can just carry so much more speed. And here they draw away. And then my car was the best car to have at Road America, which has the longest straights. So interesting to compare the BOPs. Already catching the locked traffic. I need to use an opportunity to gain good positions again. I thought about a dive, but too risky. He's not using full track. I'm so confused. It's impossible to make a nice dummy with these cars, because you're never getting back into your line again. I should have defended in that lap when I was finally P2. Whoops. We both hesitated on power. I took my chance. A bit too far. I would say they have burned their tires more than I. Maybe I would have been close enough if I didn't lift him closed. He's going wide. He actually wasn't that wide. I went for it. And he didn't have the grip to battle. So here we go. Let's see if I have any pace remaining to catch Gardiner. Too much temperature in front left. Yeah, Victor, I find it weird though. Like, they were going very slow in the corners where the tire is healed, apart from locking up into turn 1. And then Bayer was pretty much on Gardiner's space in quali, and he seems still very slow. that's not the best place to move over. Wait, P1? Oh. Ah. To stop? Aha, okay, now I understand. He boxed, right? It was not a spin. There was no yellows or anything. I thought he was crazy, like crazy fast for race pace. That makes sense. P2, P3, P4 having some crazy fights, I see. Or is the HUD broken or what? Every time I look at the standings, Bayer is in a different position. Another two-stopper there. Wait, I'm so confused. There is the Andrews in P5, but I have just lapped a car which had Andrews written on his rear. Are there two Andrewses? Maybe. Where did Gardiner exit? He was like 8 seconds behind, right? Or so. And before that he was 14 ahead, 15, so that's 22. He did not change all 4 tires. He must just change 2 tires. And, well, a little bit of under fuel. Well, when it comes to tire wear, right side tires can do whole distance, left side not so much, so maybe he's going 2 pit stops with double, well, like with 2 tire changes, but only on the left side. And that is actually quite clever. Only changing left side is 11 seconds and it's concurrent with fuel. All 4 are 25-ish, and we lose 10 seconds because fuel is done in 15. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You mean VC? This is the only corner when the right side tires are really getting used. VC, copy. Boy, where is Gardiner? He had a mistake? 30 seconds behind. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. I was calculating in my head I would go 10 laps shorter, would need more fuel, but I would have fresher tires, so it would be very tight then. What did happen? Like, that must have been a big off. He could not have gotten a drive-through because there is no speeding unless he went 340. So I see I can do like 13 more laps. I'll try to do so, and then it's 43 till the end. Nice overtake there. Don't brake. I mean, good intentions and everything, but he braked in an acceleration zone. Well, much appreciated. Actually need to be careful, because if people box now, they can go already to the end, and then if they put new tires, they can quickly gain some time to me. Although looking at my delta, doesn't look like as the tire grip is that much worse than at the start. Or like it's perfectly offsetting the fuel mass. To short shift. Do I actually have a repairable damage? I don't. Oversteer can be solved with 180 Celsius on front left. Must not I forgot to calculate the fuel. It's gonna be 43 laps times 1.5-ish. It's like 65. Thank you. Now that short shift to fourth gear is so important to avoid extra upshifting on the middle of the straight. I need to save a bit more if I want to do that target. Is there a car coming out of pits? Yeah, it was. 1.53, okay, perfect. Yeah, I guess it's better to have a bit more than a bit less. And then I don't know what exactly 66 is, it would be 65.50. That was the worst short shift of my life. Box, box, box. Okay. I should be still in the lead after this. Oh, it grips so much. But that's gonna be so weird now with left side cold and underinflated. And right side burnt already kind of. It's actually not that big of a difference. I mean, it kind of makes sense for these cars. Quite insensitive. And also the wear is actually not that catastrophic. That's a little bit over the target for the fuel. Yeah, that's what that curb does to cars. In practice I saw a car here taking this curb on the right and going, well, completely on the left side wheels. It didn't roll, but it was about to roll. Well, to be honest, here is this. Put it into fifth. But the car only has 4. So in fact, P2 and P3 are not slow. If unfortunate moments with traffic like this keep happening, they are going to be on my rear instantly. I wonder if they changed all 4 tires. I don't think they did. They were too close for that. Ah, no, they lost 3 seconds. I wonder if it was a similar traffic moment. Why is Gardiner still P5? He boxed again or what? Thought he was doing like 33.66. 1 grip. So I guess something must have gone terribly wrong for him. He looked so fast in quali and in the first stint. Oh well, from strategic perspective, this should be now smooth sailing till the end. I should have opened Le Mans on the secondary monitor. Oh well, Victor. I mean, it was not too bad, considering the circumstances. Like, you can imagine how real life people drove back in the 60s and 70s. They arrived with their Ford Mustang with a lot of steaks and barbecue grill in the trunk. They baked, or like they cooked some food, they went racing, they were maybe 10 seconds of pace, they didn't care much. So I think it needs to be taken with the spirit of the competition, right? Probably they had a couple of beers before racing to be able to feel the tires a bit better. Anyway, that orange car ahead is very fast. kind of turned off my brain and latched myself to the side of it and just pushed around. I guess I keep doing that till the end of the race. I would actually appreciate a good fight with him, but he's a lap down, so he will eventually move over. Oh, that's Gardiner. No. What? See, Gardiner is probably escaped or something. He was 15 seconds in the lead. Was a bit scary to go around the outside, but alright. Ah, so that is actually now a great fight for P4 in the end, right ahead of me. Gardiner is DNF. Ah, shame. It would have been such a good race against him. I don't want to kill that fight ahead with blue flags. Oh, yo. It's a big bonk. Zero grip. That was safe, right? Thought it was far enough behind, or like slow enough that I can chop across. bit too little grip for my plant life. Should I let them race? This has been 100 laps of the big rock, or how was it called? No big rock, but around the rock. Oh well, I guess if I lived in the 70s in the US, I would have quite a nice life. I really wonder what happened to Southpaw Racer. His pace was immense, regardless if he had a bit less fuel. That strategy could have easily worked. We take a chicane. It would have been more fun with the chicane. Although the jump is quite good. These cars have some kind of drift kits installed. Just recovers such a huge angle. Before the server goes off, check what happened there. 33 he boxed. Actually so here he was P5, 55, 120. Here he's fighting for P3. No server. Wait, server. Oh. Ah, yeah. He has the biggest of the jumps. And when he landed... What? Like, steering wheel is... kind of straight. That's so weird. The way that these tires gripped for him. Ah, so unfortunate. He just says goodbye and goes. With his leg and ping, it's not possible to really see the car balance. But unlucky. And then it took him ages to make it onto the track while be careful not to crash into others. And it was so unlucky. And in the end... Oh. I should jump in for the interview, to be honest.
Hey Jenny, congrats. You were too quick today. Goddamn. We had it all planned out.
Uh-huh.
I was meant to be the roadblock, Matt and Reese on the two-stopper. Ah, god damn.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
No,
two-stopper was just...
you were road blocking beautifully, like doing perfect job.
Yeah,
But
when I overtook you back, that was probably a bit too much of a dive. I'm not really sure, so I would love to hear your opinion on that. You
I
were in
need.
front and then I got in front again.
Actually, I'm just checking Rice DNF. He ended up on his side.
Reese. Yeah, he had earlier an issue during lapping and went into the wall.
Yeah,
I was right
I'm checking
behind
the
him.
replays right now, and yeah, a lapped car bonks him to the wall, and he finishes on his door.
Yeah. Yeah, Reese would have had the pace today, with my help in the beginning, of course, because I gave him basically 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But
What was the lap where
yeah,
we had that overtake? Like, I was happy to
I
be
don't know.
P2, but I was not happy to be burning fuel to stay P2. So I thought you had good pace, and then it was
Yeah,
either me versus Reese or me versus you. Like, I needed to decide what to do, but I could not decide quick enough, and then you were straight back ahead.
yeah. Overall, you had the better pace today and more consistency, and you also saw that everybody else only took left side tires. That was my
Yeah,
goal, to maybe jump you with only taking left side tires. You take all tires, and then I'm in front again.
the right side
God.
was still fresh.
Yeah, not really.
I was hoping. I just barely was catching. I was keeping pace with Yerne at the end of the first stint, but I wasn't ballsy enough to go for the under or the overcut, so I just kind of did nothing. I'm just glad I held on. That's the most pace I've had on a road course ever to the front at this level. So that was a lot of fun.
Yep.
I'm tired though.
Yeah, I'm completely done.
It's been a long one. Like, it's the shortest race of the calendar, but it's quite exhausting.
Oh yeah, I did a fuel stint in practice, and I went, okay, that's a rather sporting stint length, and then
Jurne Simonchich is now joining us. Jurne, first of all, congratulations on yet another very dominating race win.
Thank you. Well, it was not going to be as dominating as it seemed in the end, but, well, Reese had his problems, and yeah, then I had it a bit easier till the end.
I want to ask you about the first third of the race. It seems like you were kind of stuck with the track position, and a couple cars actually got by you. What was holding you back early on in comparison to what we had the last third, or really the last half of the race, where you just went out there and dominated?
Well, it was the big master plan of CUDA crew. So as we were chatting now with the guys, I was either going to full push, and like, I got P2, but then my plan was to fuel save a little bit so that it's gonna be easier in the last stint. But I could not really do that in clean air, and as soon as I overtook Martin, he was like suddenly having great pace again, and he was easily in my tow. And then the Pontiac has like 40 horsepower less, so on the straight it's very difficult. And when I saw him going for it, I thought, well, I guess I should not defend here, because I'm losing my battle towards Reese. But as soon as I was P3, I realized, well, Martin is going slow again, so I'm losing the battle again. But I just needed to wait a little bit for the traffic to get a chance, or maybe for my tires to come back at me. So yeah, that was slightly frustrating first third, let's say.
Well, you did an excellent job once you got out in clean air. You executed the strategy very well. Congratulations on another win.
Thank you so much.
Now,
Alright, let me quickly close the stream. So, thank you guys for watching. Well, I guess see you in another LMU stream next week. Thanks, Victor, for the engineering help. And yeah, let's enjoy some 24 hours of Le Mans during this weekend. Bye bye. Good night.